I'm Charles Boneston. Today we're going to be talking about something that I finally have a word for. I read it in Stop Saying You're Fine by Mel Robbins, which I highly recommend. That is an amazing TED Talk. Mel Robbins, Stop Saying You're Fine. Number two is I recently read it in this book, Willpower. Kelly also wrote Willpower Instinct. This is The Upside of Stress. This book is unbelievable. I'm going to be doing a review really soon. It's just completely changed the way that I look at stress, anxiety, when I have a fight or flight, when I'm just excited. So, number one is resistance. Resistance is literally everything, and I can give you an exact example that happened about 15, 20 minutes ago. It's early in the morning in New York City, and my alarm goes off at 5:30. What's the immediate reaction? I'm not getting out of bed. I don't want to get out of bed. I could use some more. I deserve more sleep. I deserve more sleep. Mwah. You know what that is? That's the resistance. The resistance to, I don't want to get out of bed. I need some more sleep. You can go to the gym tomorrow. You don't need to go to the gym. You've been working hard. You deserve it. That's the resistance. The resistance, as John Kehoe calls it, the great trickster. The great trickster, your mind knows what it wants to do, which is survive. You want to thrive and make money and do everything you want, your goals and everything. And the great trickster says, no, we're not getting out of bed. You're staying in bed. And sure enough, this is what you do. There's a step-by-step. There's resistance when you want to go to the gym. There's resistance when you want to ask for a promotion. There's resistance anytime you want to do something that you potentially could fail or, at the very minimum, not succeed to your expectations. Approaching a girl, asking for a raise, going to the gym, waking up early, going on vacation, starting that business, asking for a divorce, asking for marriage. Resistance comes up. Your body is not meant to thrive. Your body, and I did a video about this, your body is literally here just to survive. It is not here to thrive. It is here to survive. It just says, no, stay in bed. It's safe. Outside is danger. Outside, you could get hit by a car. You could, get beat up or robbed. But those are not real threats. Yes, they're real threats, like theoretically, but let's be honest, the percentage is very low, okay? The resistance happens anytime you want to do something that you could potentially fail or at the very minimum not succeed to your expectations. And that could be with anything, okay? So what is your step-by-step? Number one is, just like in AA, you have to recognize that you have resistance. So I can give you another example. Last night, I'm coming out of a seminar and have one of my good friends who I met at the seminar, and he's become a good friend. And he's in technology right now, but his real passion and what he's amazing at is playing piano and singing while playing piano, pretty much like Billy Joel. And he just recently finally went to Washington Square Park, which is right around the corner for me. He recently went to Washington Square Park, where he just played in front of people. And I'm like, dude, that is awesome. I'm like, those are the first steps. For me, the resistance to start these videos and to do this publicly, to see, what are my parents going to think? What are my friends going to think? What are my clients going to think? The resistance is to look good, no. Resistance comes in to not look bad, or at the very minimum, to not look good, or to look good, and just don't look bad. You're always looking to look good. Or at the very minimum, just don't look bad. Just don't look bad. Just don't even try. Just don't look bad. Just don't try your piano publicly. It's just don't look bad. There's the thriving, and then there's the just surviving, which is thriving is you want to look good. You're doing something, you want to look good, and then at the very minimum, you just don't want to look bad. So I talked to him yesterday. I said, why don't you start singing? when you're playing? Why don't you start singing? Start singing the notes. You know the notes. You're a good singer. Put it together. You're not getting paid for it. It's a free playing session. No one's expecting anything. No one's expecting their money back or to boo you. You know, like, where is it coming from? He literally said he has a fear of the first note, a fear of the first note of singing. That's resistance. That is resistance. So the steps to resistance, when you get resistance, and it happens daily: eating a donut instead of a salad, eating a salad instead of a donut, or asking that girl out on a date, or asking for new business, which is mine. So number one is recognize the resistance. Recognize what your resistance. When I was in bed and I didn't want to get out of it because it was 5:30 in the morning, I was just saying, okay, I'm recognizing that I don't want to get out of bed. There's some resistance. Let's find out what the resistance is. Then I started going through, and you could literally deduce to the core reason. And the core reason was, you deserve it, Charles. You deserve this sleep. Why do I deserve this? Like, what's my entitlement to more sleep when I probably got enough for me to wake up and have my brain start recognizing, like, start working? I had plenty of sleep. Your brain is there to keep you in a comfort zone. So that, number one, is you have to recognize the resistance. Recognize it. Okay, I am not asking for new business. Okay, I am not playing I am not singing while playing the piano. I am not asking for the raise. I am not going to the gym. And then you boil it down to the core reason. I'm tired. I don't want to go to the gym. I have a fear of failure. That's why I'm not asking for a raise. I have a fear of looking bad. That's why I'm not singing my first note. Recognize the resistance. Recognize what the core reason is. Number three is you have to create exactly what you want to do. Okay, I recognize the resistance of not waking up. I deserve more sleep. Okay, but what I'm committed to is actually being in shape. That's what I'm committed to. And number four is take action. Right then. Like, literally, it was scary. Like, I felt like I blacked out. Like, if I want to give you my example, I literally felt the resistance, said I deserve more sleep, which is BS. Number three is I was committed to being in shape because, number one, it's the summer, but number two, I just want to be healthy, so I'm committed to being in shape. And I said, take action. And you have to do it forcefully. Take action. Right then. Do it. Take action. Like, literally, the covers, I threw the covers off. I, like, started making my bed. I was out of bed, and then, like, a minute and a half later, I recognized, what the heck just happened? Like, who just pulled me out of bed? Like, what? It was literally the commitment to what I'm committed to. I'm committed to being healthy. I want a life that I'm traveling the world as the piano man, you know, or as the rocket man, or whatever they call him. I think that's two different people. But the biggest thing is, if you cannot take, this is really hard. And I understand this is really hard, but this is really crucial, is that if you cannot actually take action in that moment, in that exact moment, to get out of bed, to go right to the gym, to decide the salad over the donut, to ask the girl out. If you cannot take it, in other words, my buddy we're talking, and he can't just, like, go to a piano publicly and just start singing. I said, give me a time frame. And you know what he did? He said, there's a piano in Columbus Circle, or what's the place right near there? Not Columbus Circle. There's a where they have the New York Philharmonic, Lincoln Center. There's a piano every single night, or during certain nights, that it's public. You can go out and you can play. And he said, I'm going to go up there. And it was almost 11 o'clock last night. And he said, listen, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to play a note, and I'm going to sing. So I'm going to follow up with them. You know, it's too early to follow up with them, which is probably just the excuse, but on my part. But make a commitment to a time frame. Tonight, I will go up to Lincoln Center and I will sing. I will do one of the fears I'm resisting. So anyway, it's all resistance. It's never going to go away. You have to embrace the resistance. So number one is recognize, okay, there's resistance. I'm going through it right now. What is the core reason for it? What are you committed to? And then take action. Taking action is really it. You could do the first three pretty easily. The fourth one is taking action. And that's life. Literally, I wrote down on this clip, I literally wrote, I don't know if you could see it, but I literally wrote, action is everything. Action is everything. It's everything. Doesn't matter, talk. Who cares? Who cares what you say? It's action. Anyway, resistance is never going away. I hope you guys resist nothing and embrace it. I'm Charles Bodeston. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, our or mine. And we come out with a video every single day. And, Wi-Fi pending, because I had some problems over the weekend uploading videos. But anyway, come out with a video every single day. Subscribe to that, and then follow me on Instagram. Those are my two favorite social media networks. Talk to you guys tomorrow.